Welcome to Envisioned Broadcasting Radio. EB Radio. EB Radio. Your station for empowerment presents Mom Boss Talk Radio, a show that brings real life, real moms, and real experiences to empower mom bosses everywhere to be ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. Mom Boss Talk Radio begins now.
Welcome, mom bosses all over the world. It's another amazing Thursday, and that means it's time for another great discussion with the mom bosses. I'm very happy and excited that you're joining. Okay, I am one of your hosts, Manyetta, and Jerisha and Kiana. They'll join us next episode. Okay, now you know I like our little one-on-ones. Okay, so I was thinking, what is a great topic to discuss with the moms out there, all of the entrepreneurs? Okay, let's talk about the great resignation. Yes, let's talk about it. Now, here's a few questions. Has it affected you personally? Okay, are you a mom who not only has a business but also working full time? These are things that I would like to know. Okay, now for me personally, I work full time and I have my businesses on the side that I'm trying to grow into my permanent full time income. Okay, you know how that is. Okay, when you're trying to build something, sometimes you have to work to, especially if you're funding everything yourself. Now, as you know, the great resignation really stemmed mostly from, the pandemic and, people realizing that, what's important in their lives and the importance of, living, and people not being happy in the careers that they were in, and also corporate, not cherishing and, doing what they need to do for their employees. That's all that is. Okay. So, a lot of people, even now, are really sitting down thinking about their life in a whole, and is certain careers worth it anymore? For me, I I decided to, I'm not shy when it comes to leaving a job. Okay. If I, with me and mental health and understanding myself, if I'm not happy somewhere, I'm not going to be there. Okay. It takes a lot to really push me over the edge, but my mental health comes first. And then two, you get one life. I want to be able to choose what I'm doing carefully and do that for the rest of my life. So that's important for me. And when I think of the great resignation, I'm for it. Okay, I am all for it. If you're not happy somewhere, if you feel like you're not advancing in the workplace and you've put so much time, energy, your skills for some corporate um entity and you're not getting anything out of it, that's not a fair trade. Okay, and I think a lot of people are realizing that, their self-worth, and I am here for it. Now, as a mom who's working, and who's working and also um having businesses, I don't have any employees. Okay, every I am every employee of my job. Okay, I do all the things that needs to be done. I mean, one day I will get to that point of hiring, but guess what? When I do it, I want to make sure that, my employees are living, have a livable wage, adequate time off, and just make it an exact, and I don't really like the whole family oriented kind of business mindset, especially with a lot of major corporations, like we're a family. No, no, that's a way to kind of trap you in to make you kind of feel bad for making choices or picking yourself over your job. So no, I do not agree with that. I mean, unless you genuinely mean it, no. I want people to feel comfortable and feel that their time is valued, and when you respect your employees, they're going to definitely put in 100, 200% for you, especially if you're treating them great. um There was this one guy, I wish I wish I knew his name off the top of my head, but I kinda came across it one day, and he has I think a finance or merchant, service, business, and he basically did a pay cut. And when I find his name, if you follow us on Facebook, I make sure to drop his name because he's I feel like he's like very rare boss. But he took a pay cut so that way his employees can um enjoy their lives and give their his employees pay raises. I think each one of his employees make about 70 to 80,000 a year. I'm like, that's amazing. Because he understood the importance of, his employees buying houses and having children and that they need to have a livable wage. That's perfect. I wholeheartedly agree. Honey, I even applied. But so many people have applied to this man's company. It's like it's a plethora, okay? It's hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of applications to get into this business because of how well he treats his employees. So the great resignation, honey, I am for it. Okay, I want to hear your opinions. Like, seriously. Like, do you have employees for your business? How do you treat your employees, or how do you feel you treat your employees? Like, what connection do you have with them? Like, these are things that I feel like are important questions. Are you working full time and juggling parenthood and your business? Like, how is that affecting you? Because I think when I look across the board and I see so many people, um, you know, putting themselves first, and we've talked about self care, we've talked about self love, we've talked about, putting yourself first. I think it also comes with careers. I see a lot of people making career changes. That's huge. That's huge because for a great while, you know, um, years ago, that was what, a couple decades ago, really. um, it was more so people worked until they got old and they was stuck in a job that they were not happy in, but they did it to make sure they provided for their family, but they were miserable. And I even still see a lot of people to this day at jobs that makes them miserable. Um, and I've worked with a lot of grumpy people because they don't like what they do, but they feel like they're too old to make that change. You're never too old to make a career change, okay? Because like corporations and businesses don't look at your age when it's time to let you go or downsize. There's a lot of people who are so close to retirement and their company decides, hey, we're about to pull the rug right from under you. I know you're close to your retirement, but no, we need to downsize, or, we're making these changes. You're not what we need anymore. I feel so bad for those people because they put so much into a job most of their lives and they're just trying to live out the rest of their years. And now guess what? Now they have to go find another job. They're starting from scratch. And that is so hard. So hard to do, especially when you're like having medical issues and your job is just kind of like, you know, if you're not running on their wheel, they don't care. They absolutely do not care. So, I applaud anyone who makes the choice to change careers, especially in today's society where technology is leading. Okay, it's leading by far. Um, and that's crazy because that's what I decided to do. I and I guess it's not like a huge career change because I have a degree in criminal justice, which I've never used, by the way, um, because I tried to look for work and I was unable to find it when find a job when I graduated. So I basically have a degree that I'm in debt, with, and I couldn't find a job, and so I fell into the world of accounting, and I'm kind of happy that I fell into it, but I've never really foreseen like really saw myself in any type of accounting role. But I learned so much through it, but I'm like, that's not my interest. Um, and so I'm like, something, I'm tech savvy. Why not, go into tech? Because IT is where it's at. Like anything in the world of tech, you're winning. Um, so I decided to change careers, and I am in the process of working on certification in cybersecurity. So I mean, it kind of coincides with my degree, with the criminal justice aspect. So I'm hoping to find work in that field, just to build upon that. And I think that it fits my personality because your girl a little nosy. So I think it works for me. So I really suggest, if you are a working mom with a business, and if you're working full time or even part time, just to kind of fund your business, I highly suggest, if you're not happy in that position, try looking at other stuff. Right now, I'm a contractor. Like I've decided that I don't want to be anywhere permanent. So I decided to do contract work. I prefer that because you can make the decision. If it doesn't work for you, you can always move on to something else without any commitment to that job, like going through the whole, onboarding process and everything like that. No, once I am, if I feel like the job does not fit me, I just, call up my people, like call call the temp service, and just let them know that I am no longer interested in this position, and to please find me something else. And I have a great rapport with them, to the fact is like, we got you. We already have something laid out for you, because I am an asset to them, and I'm good at what I do. But ultimately, I don't want to stay anywhere that makes me unhappy. So contract work makes it easy to find a good fit, because there's long term, short term, you know positions that can definitely help you, still making money. Okay, you get paid every week. So I found something that kind of helps me, and I can still continue to build my business, and move along those lines. That's why I like what I do. And then plus, studying um is self-paced, because it's more certification, so I can kind of do what I need to do when I can do it. So my schedule is full, jammed pack, okay? And ain't nothing wrong with that. So if you are in that mind space, definitely make a decision. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with making those necessary changes to advance yourself, because no one's going to advance for you. Let's put that out there. No one is going to advance for you. You need to do what you need to do to advance yourself. Okay. So, and I thoroughly feel like, and you probably ain't gonna like this, because I know, some girls like to tussle. Okay. But I don't really feel like a 2-week notice is necessary. Okay. Because companies don't give you 2 weeks to find you another job. Okay, they'll lock you out. They will shut off your computer. Okay, they will get security to make sure you're off the premises as soon as they say you're done. So now, if you are with a company that you both are, have respect for each other, and you're just trying to make that career change, and they are understanding, yeah, I think, hey, yeah, give them a little 2-week notice, and let them be able to find somebody to, find to kind of take your spot, or even help train. But for the most part, that's not how it works. Okay, a lot of people are leaving because of they're not happy. But do what you want to do. If you feel you need to give 2-week notice, do that. I mean, that's your prerogative. But for me, mm-mm, no. Okay, the moment I feel I'm done, Okay, I will come talk to you as an adult. Like, this is not working. I really appreciate the chance. And if you have to lay down the reasons, do so. If not, just hey, go grab your stuff and head out the door. But that's just me. That's just me. You can agree, you can disagree, but it works for me. But I definitely feel like if you have a great rapport with people, they will understand, you're trying to progress and advance, and you can always give that 2-week notice. But for those who are really diminishing and, really doing some numbers on your mental health, no, you come first, babe. You come first, always and forever. But this great resignation, I'm here for it. Okay. I am here for it. I'm here for the people making sure that they are happy and that they're finding things. Finding things that they're in love with. Okay, I'm all for it. You don't have to be a business person. You don't have to go into business. You don't have to be an entrepreneur, but I do suggest finding a place that makes you happy. If they treat you great, that's a plus, you know? I am here for it. What do you guys think? Like, seriously, like, what do you think about the great resignation? Okay, are you feeling it? Are you the type of person that's like, no, I have to be at this job. I can't move. Look, don't be afraid to change. Like, don't be afraid to make change, because if you're unhappy and you're just, but you feel like you have nothing else, you're not going to progress. You're just going to stay unhappy. Your happiness comes first. Always, like, if you feel like you can't get another job, go to a temp service, go to a staffing service. Okay, they will find you something immediately. Okay, there's jobs you probably didn't even think about out there that's hiring, and bam, you can land you something great. Okay, a lot of my high paying jobs that I had, and my pay kept going up and up and up, was through a staffing service. Okay, don't count them out. Do not count them out. But definitely, like, go into the Facebook page, Mom Boss Talk Radio. Okay, we post on there daily. Let's join chats. Let's talk about the great resignation. Okay, what do you have planned for your business in this whole, craziness of the resignation? Okay, I would love to hear it. I'm very happy that you tuned in. Okay, we are Mom Bosses on a mission to empower moms all over the world. Mom bosses, remember to be ambitious, highly driven, fierce, fabulous, and fearless. You are making moves. You got this.
Thank you for joining us on Mom Boss Talk Radio. Follow each of the Mom Bosses on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you love Mom Boss Radio, visit the website at www.envisionedbroadcasting.com. We'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give a review on iTunes. Until next time.